And welcome to Tonic Studios. I'm Karen.
And I'm Leo.
Today we're here to show you our brand new trend. It's called Harvest Moon. First of all, we're going to run through the board because Candice in the office upstairs has made an amazing board for us to see here. It's the Harvest Moon launch. And she's done a sample of every item that's in the collection. So we're going to start off with the Pure Sheen collection, called Harvest Moon, obviously. So we've got Golden Acer, which are these teeny tiny little leaves. We're going to show you these in more detail, but these are the little teeny tiny leaves. This is the confetti. We've got Pumpkin Spice, which is a beautiful glitter, and Midsummer Gold. We've got Autumn Blaze, which are the little cup sequins, but they come in 4 different sizes in there. So you've got a little mix of sizes in those sequins. They've got a lovely iridescent sheen to them as well, so they'll really catch the light on your projects. We've got the Hybrid Ink Pads, obviously, Harvest Moon. We've got Red Rumba, Hawaiian Sunset, and Samoan Sun. So they're a lovely palette that'll all blend together. The drops, we've got a few different drops and a few different styles of drops. So we've got the crystal drops in malted milk. We've got the crystal drops in Windsor wine. Now you'll be quite surprised when we come to show you this one because the colour in the bottle is not the colour it dries. So you can see how rich and deep that actually is. We've got stone drops in mustard jar. We've got dream drops in Moroccan flame. We've got the Glacier paste. Now this is just so shimmery. I mean, you're going to see more when we show you that. That's called Bronze Medal. The glitter pen is Golden Honey. And the sparkle spray is Sparkling Mimosa. How lovely.
I'd like one of those.
I like that, yeah. But that's just got that nice sheen to it. And obviously looks different on, we've discovered looks different on different colour backgrounds, doesn't it? We've got the Embellishment Mousse, so these are all products that you're aware of. The Embellishment Mousse is in Antique Red, and we've got Canyon Clay, which is an expanding mousse. So that one there is the expanding mousse. So when you heat that up, that'll puff. It's really, really lovely. We've got some embossing powder, so we've got 2 different ones. We've got the Medici Crimson, which is a nice sheen. It's got that lovely sheen to it there. But we've also got Copper Mine, which is a glitter embossing powder. So that's a very nice one. The Shimmer Powder, Maroon Spark, has got such a lovely colour split in it. So you've got reds and pinks, and it just gives you that burst. When you pop the spritz of water on top of it, and it just gives you that burst. It's beautiful. We've got the cardstock. I'll come to these papers in the end. We've got the cardstock, classic card, so that's our 216 GSM in Ginger Pie. Pearlescent card in Coffee Cream. Mirror card, which is the satin rather than the really shiny, in Baroque Rose. Speciality paper, which is that beautiful handcrafted linen type, the cotton paper, in Royal Garnet. And the speciality card in Siena Treasure. And then Candice has designed these papers as well. So what she's done is a 6x6 pad. They're all double-sided. And she's got all of these different patterns for you. So you've got 8 different patterns in that with the double-sided. So there's so much.
There's a lot in there, and the colours are gorgeous.
So they're rich and opulent, aren't they?
Yeah, very seasonal.
Beautiful, beautiful colour palette. So we'll show you these in a little bit more detail.
So let's run through what we've got in the Nouveau range. So first of all, we have the Nouveau Ink Pads, a hybrid ink, in these gorgeous 3 shades here. Really nice and rich colours on this one. I really like the palette on that. Absolutely gorgeous. We then have the Embellishment Mousse, and this is in Antique Red. And it's a lovely deep sort of crimson red shade with that gorgeous shimmer in there as well. Hopefully you can see. Yeah, it's really nice. There's a couple of really nice samples that we've got to show
I was
that
just
really show this off as well. And then we have the expanding mousse. Now this one is in Canyon Clay, which is this lovely neutral sort of beigey shade. Again, gorgeous shimmer in that. And when you heat this with a heat tool or a heat gun, it will expand and sort of puff up on the front of your projects. You can use it through templates and stencils as well to get a really nice effect with that. And we have a couple of samples that will show that off for you as well.
It's beautiful.
Then we have the pure Sheen. So let's start with the glitters first of all. So we have here Pumpkin Spice and Midsummer's Gold. Two gorgeous colours. I know, they're so nice. Really pretty.
They work really well together as well because they got the copper and the gold. So
absolutely.
It's looking very nice together.
Gorgeous in there.
Like that.
And then we have our two sets of sequins. You have these gorgeous golden acer. So that's these little leaves over on this side. There we go. If I can just get that to pick that up there for you. And then you have the Autumn Blaze sequins. So these are your cupped sequins. They have a sort of iridescent shimmer over the surface and they come in 4 different sizes as well.
The different sizes I just think are amazing to have together.
Yeah, really nice. Absolutely gorgeous on that.
Thank you.
And then we have a whole host of different drops. So our 2 crystal drops, first of all. And this is what we said about that Windsor wine, how you would not expect this colour to be as deep when it dries. But we have tested it and it really is.
I know. It just looked so out of place.
It really did. It really did. And then you've got the lovely malted milk on there as well.
But also we've got that card, haven't we, with the Windsor wine to show
the different sort of shades and tones that you can get with that.
Amazing.
So many different things you can do. And then the other 2 that we have then, we have a stone drop. And this one is in the shade mustard jar. Thank you. There we go. Mustard jar, the stone drops there. So it gives you that nice texture in the drops once they've dried up.
It's more matte as well, isn't it?
More matte, yeah. And it does have that sort of stone effect to it as well. And then we have the Dream Drops, and this one is in Moroccan Flame. I think this might be my favourite.
I was going to say, I thought that was your favourite one.
I've fallen in love with Dream Drops. I've never used this until I started with Tonic. So, yeah, Dream Drops are my thing. I will be using them on everything. You can see this gorgeous shimmer that we've got in here as well. A lovely copper tone. Very pretty.
Love that.
We've got the 2 embossing powders then. So this one is in Medici Crimson, and then we also have Copper Mine. Apparently I need to wear my glasses too today. Oh dear, can you see the colours in it? Maybe if I show them.
Yes,
there we go, that's better. So you've got that gorgeous copper glitter in that one, and then that lovely deep crimson tone in there as well. Again, 2 really nice shades for embossing sentiments in the Medici Crimson, certainly. I could certainly use that.
I'd like that on my sentiments, you know, die cut a sentiment and
emboss over the top. Absolutely. Absolutely.
That would be stunning.
Really pretty.
Candice has done such a good job with this
She has. The colours all work so nicely together as well. Then we have the Glacier paste in Bronze Medal. And again, look at the gorgeous sheen in this.
It's fabulous, isn't it?
So nice. Really great, again, for using through stencils and templates for your backgrounds, but you could also add it as texture over the top of your card as well. Definitely.
We've got that on some nice samples
as well.
We have,
yes, absolutely.
Very nice.
Then we have, now we've actually tried this upstairs today. We had to test this just to see how it looks.
It was just so pretty.
And this is the Sparkle Spray, and this is in Golden Mimosa. This is gorgeous, sort of pale gold shimmer, really nice.
But you had so many colours in it, didn't you? You had the shades in it. You know, you've got that beautiful gold, but it was so light in places, and then you had that depth of colour.
Absolutely.
It was so
if you
nice.
use it on different coloured cardstock as well, it shows up differently, which I think is a really nice effect.
You just tend to see that the shimmer in it then.
Not the colour.
Yeah.
And again, I think we've got something to show that off as well too.
Got
that. Perfect. Yeah. We then have the Shimmer Powder, and this is in Maroon Spark. So lots of it looks really pinky on here.
Yeah. Now the split in that that burst of colour.
So many different colours in this. It's sort of a nice deep kind of wine colour. There's a bit of yellowy orange in there as well. There's some shimmer, of course.
I know, I can't believe it doesn't show in the bottle.
No, and
it's really bizarre, isn't it?
Very strange, but gorgeous powder.
Yeah, but of course you can water that down as well and paint with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just like like a normal watercolour paint. It's amazing, amazing stuff.
And then the last thing that we have then in the Nouveau is the glitter marker, and this is in Golden Honey. And you can just see the shimmer in the side of there, hopefully.
Beautiful.
Ooh, there we go. So yeah, the light is just hitting that in just the wrong place, but hopefully you can see all of that gorgeous shimmer that is in that pen. There we go.
Fab.
Great, so you can handwrite your own sentiments in this.
You could.
Add little extra bits of texture in the background.
But again, with that, you can pick it up with a water brush and you can blend that colour down as well. I know Al's done that with a few of the glitter markers before, and it's a really nice effect.
Yeah, and again, another really nice colour. It fits in so nicely with all of this trend.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Thank you. Now, shall we show the papers?
Let's have a look at them.
Wow. Oh, look at that.
There's colours.
If you were lucky enough to get the kit, you will have had these. A little
sneaky peek?
I'd like to think so. So you'll have had the papers and the paper pad. So I'm going to leave these ones in the packets and just show you one little sheet. So we've got here, we've got ginger pie. Now this is our 216 GSM, so it's perfect for die cutting, perfect for layering. It's a little, one of the thinner cardstocks, but it's got that nice basket weave that our classic card has.
Nice to add that extra bit of texture.
It is. I mean, if you flip it over, it is smooth there. So you have got the option, but you've got that perfect basket weave on that one. Next, we've got this one. Sorry, I should have taken that away as well. We've got Baroque Rose. Now, this is the mirror card, 250 GSM.
Mm-hmm.
It's got such a beautiful sheen to it. It's that satin effect. Should I bring it up here?
The light is not quite catching it.
I know, it's not giving me... Oh, that's nice. Look at that. That's lovely. But it's such a beautiful sheen on it.
A nice satin effect.
Yeah, with that, just that little pinky hue on that one. So that's the Baroque Rose. You've got the speciality card in Siena Treasure. Now this has got those lovely lines in it. So you've got the beautiful copper colour with the sheen and that nice texture of the lines. So that's a very nice one too. Put that one away. We've got this handmade paper. Now this is got that cotton base to it. It's 150 GSM, and it's, again, you can use that because it's been embossed through. So you've got the emboss on the front there, but you have got the deboss on the back. So you could use it that way as well. So really...
Yeah, I like that. So you've got sort of two different options for your texture, or you could even do a fold and have it...
A fold back, and you've still got, you've got the texture there. It doesn't look like... It's the wrong way.
No,
it just looks like another pattern to it. So you got the emboss and the deboss with that one. So that's very nice. And our last one in the A4 cards is this. I mean, look at that.
Lovely shimmer.
I just love it. It's called Coffee Cream. And again, it's the 250 GSM pearlescent. So that's a double-sided pearlescent. And it's just perfect for your cards and your boxes and anything. You could just do anything out of it.
It's a nice neutral colour as well. Great for layering up in things.
Oh, I was so pleased when I saw this one because it lends itself to layering on top of.
Yeah.
Because you've got that nice neutral base. So that's your pearlescent. Then we've got these lovely papers. So I'm going to show you our little book. Like I say, if you had our kit, you'll have had a sneaky peek of these because you've got the two different designs there. So I'm going to show you, first of all, a flat one. And then on the reverse of that, I'm going to flip the box sideways actually, and you can see the reverse has got that pinstripe, that diagonal pinstripe. Isn't that nice?
Gorgeous.
So that's a lovely one. So I'm going to flip to the next one now so we can see the two together. So we've got this lovely yellowy,
Mustard colour, yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Geometric circles on there.
Yeah, I like that very much. So those are lovely little tones in those. She's picked up the nice blended colours, you know.
And they're quite bright as well. They sort of work really well with the palette, but if you were to use these on their own, they would give you a completely different look.
Definitely. What have we got next? Oh, this is more neutral. Now, this is like the colour I just showed you. I love this set. So you've got the wavy lines on the left and that nice pattern there.
I want to call it like wallpaper. Do you know, like really fancy wallpaper? Like posh wallpaper that you'd get in fancy hotels.
Paper. It's lovely. I really love the patterns in this pad. I just think, because the patterns are so small, you can use them on your smaller projects. So you haven't got these big garish patterns, you know, you can use them on, because you're only going to use a little bit at a time.
I always feel bad cutting into big sheets as well.
I know. So when you've got all of these little, and I love this.
Those leaves.
Look at those leaves. Aren't they so pretty?
They're a really nice size on that.
I love that. I absolutely love that.
And they're in all of the different shades across the trend as well.
They are absolutely stunning. I really like that. And then on the reverse of that, you've got these as well. So classic in the shades spots. Of the shades of the brownie. They're lovely. They really, really are so nice. So those are your papers.
Should we have a look at some of the amazing samples that we have here?
The girls have done so well with these. I mean, to be honest with you, I wouldn't know where to start and stop because there are so many products.
There are.
What do you use? You know, you're given a brief from upstairs, here's your trend. Can you make however many projects? Where do you start? Where do you start and stop? Right, I am going to pop this one here. So this one is from Shilpa. And what she's used is, oh, look at that sheen. Fab. That's the Glacier paste. And one of the drops, she's obviously used the cardstock as well there. With one of our stencils. And one of our quite old sentiments, actually. But it's classic, isn't it? It's with love.
That's it. And so that's in the mirror card.
In the mirror card, yeah. In the satin sheen there. You can just catch the sheen. It's beautiful. Absolutely. Thank you for that, Shilpa.
So I have one here. This is by Christine. So we've got a couple of different things on here. This is actually using, we decided this was the drops, did we?
Yeah. We've got all of the drops in these. So she's used all three of them, isn't she?
Yeah.
3 types.
So the background here is some of your drops that you've then just smushed into the card, basically.
Smushed away.
Technical term, yeah. And then we've got some of the other drops in here as well. It's the stone drops with some of the glitter on top.
She looks like she sprinkled some glitter on those, doesn't it?
And then you've got the malted milk drops down here and the dream drops as well. So this is pretty much, other than the die cut for the sentiment, this is all done using the various different drops that are in the trend.
Yeah, with very a clever. Little sprinkle of glitter. We all need a sprinkle of glitter. Who am I doing next? Oh, let's do this one. Because this one is showing you a lot of the cards. So if you have a little look there, this is from Shilpa, and she's die cut some flowers using that ginger pie classic card. But she sprayed it with the sparkle spray. So that's what we were saying about that sparkle spray looking different on different colours. So you're just picking up the actual sparkle.
Yeah, exactly. You're not getting the colour that's in it.
No, because you're still seeing that ginger pie card, but you've got the sparkle of the sparkle spray, and she's used a lot of the cards just to layer up that foliage there.
Yeah, the pearlescent on that mirror card.
And some nice drops in the background to finish them off.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Beautiful. Thank you for that one.
What have I got here then? So, this one is an absolute masterpiece. So this is from Ruth.
I like that one.
Let me just, there we go. So we've got some of the patterned paper in the background now. And you can see we've got the textured cardstock in the back here as well.
Yeah, that lovely paper from the pad.
That's it.
Very
we've
nice.
Got lots of drops on this one as well. We've got the sparkle spray in the background.
Love that. And Ruth's used the pen as well, hasn't she?
In the centre of the flowers.
Used the glitter marker.
Just add that little bit of extra shimmer on there. What a gorgeous card.
Fabulous. Okay, I'm going to go for another one of Christine's here. I've got all of Christine's cards. Wow, look at that. How simple but effective is that card? So Christine's used one of the the embellishment mousse for this one through the stencil. And she's got a lovely sentiment saying hugs. So she's put the cotton paper, the handmade cotton paper behind that. So it's a really simple and quick card.
That's it.
But with the embellishment mousse through the heart stencil.
One of my favourites.
Gorgeous,
for sure.
thank you.
Now this one, when we saw
this is just a showstopper.
So this is
from Sasha.
Sasha, thank you. Now this, in each of these little leaves, if I just turn this sideways, there's a little tea bag hidden in the side of each of these, and it's a get well soon card. Now if you had this coming through your door, if you were feeling a bit under the weather, how much better would you feel as a result of that?
It's fantastic, isn't it? She's used all of the card.
Yeah,
every single card.
All of this paper piecing over the top.
Stunning. And the expanding mousse.
Yep.
And she's used the dye that she's used there. She's used as a stencil as well. So that's just really nice. Corners. So that's lovely. You can just see the depth on that expanding mousse there. You can catch where it's gone all puffy.
In this corner.
Yeah.
You can see that really nicely.
Very nice, isn't it?
Beautiful card.
Fantastic. So I've got another one here. This is just showing you those amazing ink pads and how they blend so well together. So Christina's just dragged them across the card.
It's so simple.
And blended them together there. Look at the beautiful colours there. And she's over-stamped as well then, look. So you can still see it's the same colour that she's dragged across the card, but she's over-stamped with it. And I think that's just a really lovely effect.
I like it's just simple stamps to add some texture in the background.
Yeah, fab. Thanks, Christine.
Great technique. So I have another one here. This is from Ruth. So again, we've got that expanding mousse in the background pushed through a stencil or a template. We've got some sparkle spray over the top as well.
And I think what Ruth has done with this one, it looks like there's some embossing powder.
Embossing powder, that's it.
It's the copper mine embossing powder. So you can just see the glitter on those hearts.
Right.
So when she's heated to puff it, it's all melded together then, isn't it? It's fab. Really, really like that. And of course a lovely use of the card, the Craft Perfect range with all the foliage.
Very clever idea.
Fabulous. Right, I've got one here which is using the pattern paper. You can just see it's the pattern paper from the pad there. But we've got the Glacier paste over the top of it. Look at that. That is fabulous. Really like that.
Such an amazing sheen on that.
I know, and look how simple it is. It's literally just put straight through that stencil.
And then just a sentiment over the top.
Yeah.
And you don't need anything more.
Nothing at all. Nothing. It's perfect. Thank you so much for that.
We've got a couple of these amazing little book tags here.
I love those.
And these were also from Sasha. Using quite a few of the different products on here. Right, I'm going to have to angle these so we don't hit the light on there.
We've got an acetate top to them, but what that's showing you is that the mousse...
Glacier paste?
Glacier paste. The Glacier paste will actually adhere to the shiny surface. So, I mean, you don't get that with a lot of things. It'll pick off, won't it? You know, it'll
slide
just
off or not dry.
But it's so nice to see that even though it's that shine from the acetate, that's adhering really well to that because it's on the top layer, isn't it?
Try turning it forward.
Yeah. Like if I do it that
There you
way,
go.
there we go.
Fabulous. Fabulous. Those are beautiful. Really, really nice. Yeah, you can just see that they're just on the acetate on the front there.
Very
Lovely
pretty.
project.
Very nice indeed.
What have you got left?
I've only got one left. Oh, this one.
You. This is the one that we were telling you about with that Windsor wine drop. So she's got the actual drop here. So you can see how deep the colour is on the drop. But she's also sort of... Are we going to say smush again? But she's applied it with something. I'm not sure what she's used to apply it. She hasn't actually said. But she's applied it onto the card front and
It's
smushed it.
Smushed it. And you get so much more of a pink tone to it when you do that.
You do, but it's so surprising, isn't it? Because that looks more like the colour on the bottle.
Yep.
But then when it dries, you get this depth of colour here, which is lovely. So that's another really nice technique from Christine there.
And I have one more. This is from Chopin. This one is showing some of the papers.
Just so simple, isn't it?
That's it, using some of those papers from the Harvest Moon pad.
Beautiful.
And she's even put some
inside
as well, just to really show them.
Oh, that's nice. What a lovely finish.
Gorgeous.
Last one.
Last one.
Is this the last one? Right. I've got this lovely one with a shimmer powder background from Christine. So she's used the embossing powders as well because she's stamped these little fronds here, which are lovely. She's done some dots in the glitter, the copper mine glitter one there, which is just catching in the light. And it's just such a lovely, simple sentiment, sending love on your birthday.
And using it with the white as well, it really changes the look of it.
It does.
Much lighter. So if you didn't want to go with all of those autumnal colours and pull it away from that sort of colour slightly.
I mean, when you buy a trend, it really is just to expand your whole crafting, isn't it? You know, it's not just for that one season. That's a beautiful card there. So what do you think about trend? We absolutely love it and we'd love to see what you're making.
So tag us in your makes and keep an eye on social media because you'll see some makes coming from us very soon. Thanks for joining us today.
Happy crafting!